gotta get a new camera battery as I'm having a bit of trouble there. But you might have heard a little bit of that talk with Will Hardy. The 7-foot lineup is here. We got Kyle Filipowski, we got Walker Kessler, and we got Lauri Markkanen getting ready to start here tonight with Keontae George and I think it was Svi Mihailuk. So we got George at the 1, Mihailuk at the 2, Markkanen with the 3, Filipowski at the 4, and Kessler at the 5. And to be really honest, if it wasn't for Mihailuk, this would have probably been close to the starting lineup. I think we all would thought we would have seen. We would have wanted to see Markkanen there at the 3, Filipowski at the 4, and Kessler at the 5. At least me. I'm telling you right now. At least me. I want to see this lineup. They got the intros there going. It's looking good. It's looking good. This is the final preseason game for the Utah Jazz. And this is put up or shut up time. I think this is really just to allow Lauri and Filipowski and Kessler just to really get some minutes. They haven't had the opportunity to do so, particularly Filipowski, who's been out injured for a little while now. From what I understand, he was out of training camp for most of that, along with Isaiah Collier, who's also still out, who also hasn't had an opportunity to get a chance to play in preseason. Not sure when he's going to come back, but it's going to be a while. But we got Flip, we got Markkanen, we got Kessler, we got Mihailuk, we got George. The 7-footer from Finland. I'm watching the line as they come out right now. Lauri is the first one. They got Isaiah Collier out there, but he is in street clothes. So that's kind of confirmed he's not playing. He's nowhere near ready to kind of play for the Jazz. So I'd say I completely understand that. Hope he's able to kind of get back as soon as possible. Ace Beatty, I don't think will be on here. Looking at what the state is right now on the best source that basketball known to man, also known as Twitter, I don't see anything in regards to Ace Bailey playing tonight. And I don't think he's going to play. At least the Utah Jazz haven't mentioned anything about him. And I don't see anything with the lineups for TV, but we do have Drew Holiday, Shaden Sharp, Denny Avdija, Jeremy Grant, and Donovan Clingan all starting for the Trailblazers. So we know that. Denny Avdija had a great Eurobasket with Israel. I got to give him that. Donovan Clingan going into his second year. I think he's done pretty well. So you got to love that. Oh, hold up. Something is wrong over here. I was on mute this whole time. Holy crap. Well, apologies for that. I did not realize I was on mute. Luckily, it wasn't for the whole game, which is good. Can't believe I was on mute. Okay, let me share my screen. So right now, Keontae George has the ball, brings it up the court. Jeremy Grant is on him, though. He's got passes to Svi Mihailuk. Svi, Drew Holiday is on him, though. Who is Svi going to pass to? And it looks like it's a travel by Svi Mihailuk, just really messing it up at that point. Your Keontae George there in the last play did manage to get it to Jazz 7, Portland at 5. But Donovan Clingan sets it up. No, passes to Jeremy Grant. Donovan Clingan with the ball again to Jeremy Grant. Grant there with a layup, gets an easy layup there. Jazz 7, Blazers 7. Jazz mess up that play, but ball does come back to the Jazz. Walker Kessler with the rebound, passes it to Keontae George. George then moves up the court. Passes it to Svi, who passes it to Kessler. Back to Svi. To Filipowski with a 3. There we go, Filipowski. Not Filipowski, Marketing. Marketing there with a 3. 22 and 23. I'm going to love the combination between Filipowski and Marketing this season because I genuinely think we are going to see a lot of that. Looks like it's another foul on the Trailblazers. Looks like they're going to go to the line. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't go to the line. Nope, they won't. There was a foul on the Jazz. So Keontae George has the ball, gets it from side out, brings the ball up the court. It is Jeremy Grant that is on him, though. Sorry, Drew Holiday that's on him. Marketing net, passes it back to George. Marketing has the ball. Clingan is on him. Marketing then drives forward to Svi on the corner. Svi misses, though. Ball gets picked up by Sharp. Sharp comes down the court to Drew Holiday with the layup. Drew Holiday with the easy layup. George with the ball, pass it to Svi in the corner again. Svi does this time hit it. Nice one for Svi. Not a big fan of Svi Mihailuk. George with the steal. Easy layup with George there. Jazz 15. Blazers 9. Sharp now has the ball. Tries to, but Marketing there with a nice block on that, but also ends up being a foul. And Blazers go to the line. Keontae George actually doing pretty well in this game so far when it comes to defense. Got to rate him on that one. Sharp there going for the free throws. He takes the first one. Nails it. Okay, we got the Chinese Jokic has come into the game. Yang Hansen is in the game. The number 16th pick of this drop is in the game. This was the lineup I was looking to see. Kyle Filipowski or Markkanen versus the Chinese Jokic. What happens here? We got, okay, Filipowski with the inbound pass to George. George brings up the court. Drew Holiday is on him. Svi Mihailuk gets the ball now to Kessler. Markkanen with an easy layup. Marketing right there with an easy layup. Pass the Blazers. Sharp then pass it to the corner to Denny Avila. Oh, and it's a block by Marketing from behind on Denny Avila. Svi Mihailo goes in for an easy layup. No, goes in for a low pass to Kessler. And Kessler gets it. Nice one. Nice good dunk there by Kessler. And that is the 4th dunk of the game so far. Jazz up by 8. This is looking real nice. We haven't even seen Bryce Sensabaugh in this game yet, and we know what Bryce could do. That is a great block by Marketing. They're showing the highlights of this one. You got on one side, you had Marketing. Then you had Filipowski on the other side. Denny Avila trying to drive to the basket. Just wasn't enough. When you got 2 guys there who are 7 foot in Filipowski and Marketing, and then you also got Kessler there, you got a real good lineup there. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But now they are on a break. Let's take a look at what the scoreline. Let's take a look at the Jazz first. You know what? Because the Jazz so far have been doing really good with their play. We got Lowry there with 5 points in 4 minutes. Filipowski with 3 and 4, but with 1 rebound. Lowry with 3 assists. Well done to Lowry for that. Kessler there with 2. That was the dunk that he got. Kessler has 2 assists and 1 rebound. Nice one for them too. And then Keontae George with 6 points, but no assists and no rebounds. Svi Mihailo with the 3 that he took. He's got 3 points and 2 assists. Nice one for him. And then you got some of the guys that are on the bench. There is no Ace Bailey. You know, he's probably going to be out for a while. That sore knee probably still is affecting him. But we got Bryce Sensabaugh on the bench, Oscar Shibwe. We got Walter Clayton Jr., Kevin Love, Taylor Hendrick, Yusuf Nurkic, Mo Bamba, John Tonje, Elijah Harkless. We got somebody by the name of Pedro Bradshaw. I haven't heard of him before. He clearly is a G League guy. But I've never seen him play. So let's see what he's able to do for the Jazz. And then we got Sean East II. And again, he's probably another G League guy, but I'm not entirely sure what both of them could do. So hopefully the Jazz get enough of a lead ahead to allow maybe those guys to kind of get some minutes. And then I could kind of see what they're made of, what they can do. And then we can kind of take it forward from there. But it looks like they're back now. They're going up showing some of the visuals. Top 10 on rebounds and blocks in the NBA last season. Walker Kessler, number 1. Anthony Davis, number 2. Followed by Victor Wembanyama. We all know it probably would have been Wemby if it wasn't for the injury. But Kessler leading that list. All right. Portland's got the ball. Young Hansen passes it to Drew Holiday. Larry Marketing is on him, though. Hansen has the ball. The Chinese Jokic versus Marketing. Pass it to Denny Avila with the 3. Misses, though. But they get the rebound. Drew Holiday with a 3. Oh, but he nails it. That was a nice 3. Keontae George with the ball. Pass it to Marketing. Pass it to Filipowski. Filipowski now with the ball. George there with the ball, trying to find something. Filipowski for the 3. No, he doesn't get anything. But it looks like that was a foul there by Young Hansen, preventing Kessler from getting that ball back. Keontae George with the layup. No, he doesn't get anything. And the Jazz get nothing. Rebound there by Denny Avila. Pass the ball to Jeremy Grant. Young Hansen contemplating about going for the 3. Kessler is on him, though. Can he do anything against Kessler? Loses the ball, but Blazers get it back. Drew Holiday with the ball. Drew Holiday with a 3. Doesn't manage to get anything, but the Blazers get the rebound. We have to stop the second round opportunities. Young Hansen with a 3, and he nails it. Over Marketing. That was a nice 3. Love the arc that he has as well. Real high arc. There's no saving that. Filipowski with the ball brings up the court, passes it to Kessler, who then passes it to Keontae George, but Drew Holiday knocks the ball out. Looks like Taylor Hendricks is coming on the court, followed by Sensabar, and it's Svi Mihailuk and Filipowski that are off at the moment, leaving just George and Markkanen as the only remaining ones there. George there with the ball, brings it up to Kessler. Kessler has the ball, passes it to George. George trying to find a way around to Markkanen. Markkanen with the dunk. Nice one. Young Hansen there just a bit too slow to keep up with Larry Markkanen. Denny Avila brings the ball up, passes it to the corner, passes it back to Drew Holiday, to Demi Avila. Avila with the layup, gets the layup. It's a nice layup, and he gets the foul. Gotta say, that was good by the Blazers for that play. Who is the Blazers' number one? Blake Wesley. And Demi Avila makes his free throw. Inbound pass from Kessler. George receiving lots of pressure right now. George there with an easy floater, gets the 2. Jazz up by 3. Young Hansen there. Oh, that's a foul. That's an offensive foul by Young Hansen. Keontae George taking a nice, good charge with that one. Well done for Keontae George on that one. Well done for Keontae. Well done, Keontae. Great. That's what we need, Keontae. We need more defense. There we go. George received the inbound pass from Markkanen. You got Wesley that's on him right now, the number 1. Passes it to Kessler. Kessler misses the pass to Bryce. Now Blazers are trying to do something, but Jazz playing real good defense. Jazz stopping them to get an easy bucket. Kessler out there marking on the perimeter. Nice. I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. Kessler's playing a much more perimeter defense. This is really good. This is really good. Jazz are surprising me. All right, inbound pass from Markkanen to George. Wesley still on George, brings it up just past half court. And it looks like there was a foul on Markkanen. Or was that Bryce? Not quite sure yet. I think it's a foul on Markkanen. But Jazz inbound pass to Bryce. Bryce there to Kessler. To Markkanen. Easy dunk. Easy. Oh, that was easy. Easy dunk there. With the fake shot. Jeremy Grant there with a 3. Completely misses it. Taylor Hendricks with the rebound. Bryce there bringing the ball up the court. Bryce there brings the ball up. Gets stolen. Not sure who that is. I think that's Wesley. But it's a goaltend by Walker Kessler. No! Goaltend by Walker Kessler. So they give, Wesley there with the layup. Oh, it looks like it should have been a goaltend, but Kessler's argument is that he didn't touch it. He went to touch it, but just removed his arm. But because they didn't challenge it, Blazers then just get the 2 points. But George has the ball now. Just over half court. Pass it to Markkanen. Markkanen gets the ball stripped away from him. I think there's Chris Murray there who managed to get the ball from him. But Kessler gets the rebound after the attempted three. Kessler's bringing the ball up. What is going on? I like it from the Jazz. Markkanen with a three after the pass from Kessler. Kessler there looks like struggling to deal with this type of pace, but he does make it back in time. Looks like a timeout was called. Or was that a foul? Kind of lost track on that one. No, looks like it was a foul, but Portland does make those 2 points there. And it's 25-24 for the Jazz. Caleb Love there about to take his free throws. Or at least his one free throw. And he drains it. Jazz ball. Bryce with the inbound pass to Walter Clayton is also on the court as well. So Walter Clayton has the ball. Blazers really bringing up full court defense. Walter Clayton there tries to go for a float. He misses, but gets his own miss and gets the easy layup. Donovan Clingan with an easy three, and Yusuf Nurkic just lets him there with the easy three. Portland now up by one. Nurkic brings the ball up to Bryce. We need some Bryce magic to Nurkic. Nurkic gets fouled. Nurkic to the line. There we go. Lots of back and forth in this game so far. Loving the defense of the Jazz. Loving what they're trying to do with Walker Kessler and not have him just basically stay in the paint and to be a rim defender. He's getting out and defending at least closer to the perimeter, at least with a few plays that I've seen so far. The biggest thing with him is going to be stamina. Because even with the few minutes that he's played, like he looked like he struggled a bit. He's off the court now, but when he was, definitely looked like he was tired. Shaedon Sharpe, they're driving to the lane. Shaedon Sharpe there with a nice layup. They extend their lead. Walter Clayton now has the ball. Pass it to Yusuf Nurkic, who pass it to Bryce, to Nurkic, to Taylor Hendricks. Oh, Taylor Hendricks looks like he falls down. Not injured, but just looks like he slips and falls into... I'm not sure who that is, though. But it looks like it's going to be a foul either way. Inbound pass again. We got Walter Clayton with the ball. Pass it to Nurkic. There we go. Yusuf Nurkic with a nice layup. Jazz up 31-30. Three by Blazers. No. Bryce with the rebound. Bryce comes up the court. Oh, it's a block. It's a block. Bryce Sensabaugh. That was a sloppy attempt. No, but the Jazz get the ball back. It's just back and forth. Oh, no, and then the Blazers get the ball. What are we doing? No, what are we doing? So Blazers have the ball now. They miss. Nurkic has the ball, brings it up the court. You know he's going to passes it to Taylor Hendricks. Hopefully he could get a nice layup. No, he doesn't. No easy layup for Taylor. Shaden Sharp now has the ball on the other side. Shaden Sharp tries to drive, gets past Taylor Hendricks, and gets the easy bucket. Does he get a foul? No, he probably should have gotten a foul at that point. There was some contact there. But Jazz have the ball, brings it up the court, passes it to Bryce Sensabaugh. Bryce with a terrible pass. Ball goes out. Just real sloppy there with Bryce. Few sloppy plays there for Bryce. Tried to take a three, successfully dodged. Tried to take a three again, got the shot blocked. And it was so like, it was just like, hey, we don't care that you're there. We're just going to try to take the shot anyway. We got Caleb Love with a three, but he misses. Clayton Jr. gets the rebound, but Drew Holiday is on Clayton. Oh, but nice turnaround, Drew Holiday by Clayton. Oh, nice bounce pass there to the corner to Bryce. Oh, and that's it. Oh, that is a nice play between Nurkic, Clayton Jr., and Bryce. Real nice play. They just said on the commentary team that Bryce Sensabaugh is shooting 44% from three. Bryce Sensabaugh is one of the best three-point shooters in preseason right now. And I'm going to do a video later on and like what we've gotten from preseason. Because I think that the Jazz and Jazz fans have gotten a lot from preseason. Let me tweak this camera slightly. There we go. I think we've gotten a lot from preseason. Now it's on a break. Jazz up by 2, end of the first quarter. We got Denny. Let's start with the Jazz. We got Larry Markin there with 9 points and 3 assists in his 9 minutes. Filipowski there with his 3, only with the 1 3-pointer that he got. Has 1 rebound, though. Walker Kessler there with 2 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He could end up with a double-double throughout the game. Keontae George there with 8 points, 1 assist. Svi Mihailuk there with 3 points, 2 assists. Bryce Sensabaugh with 3 points, 1 rebound in his 6 minutes. Taylor Hendricks with nothing in his 6 minutes. Oh, except for a rebound. Yusuf Nurkic there with 4 points, 2 rebounds in 3 minutes. And Walter Clayton in his 3 minutes, he's got 2, 2, and 2. 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Gotta love that from Walter Clayton Jr. And then they have Elijah Harkless was on the court for 3 minutes, but I didn't see Elijah. So I don't know where that has come from. But nevertheless, good first quarter overall, apart from the fact that my mic wasn't working for the first few minutes of when I started the stream. But, well. But good first quarter overall from the Jazz. Love the way in which I saw Walker Kessler trying to do more on the defensive side, trying to show, hey, like he's more than just a rim protector. He can defend out closer to the perimeter, and he showed a bit of that. And the fact that we're playing with Filipowski and Markkanen together with him, that makes it probably easier for him to be able to do that, because then you have 2 other 7-footers. And yes, I don't think that they're as good as Kessler at being a rim protector, but it's better than not having a 7-footer. So it looks like they are back, and they're showing a few guys that I believe is from the Utah Hockey Club. But now it is Drew Holiday with the ball. Walter Clayton is on him, though. Clayton passes the ball to Sharp. Passes the ball back to Drew Holiday. Passes it to Jeremy Grant with a 3, and he nails the 3. Portland 35-34. Clayton there getting away from Drew Holiday, but Clayton doing a wonderful job actually dealing with Drew Holiday. Gets past him. He's got pretty good acceleration. To Filipowski, who's back on the court. Filipowski misses with the 3. Yusuf Nurkic trying to get the layup, just not enough. Good defending by the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant there with the ball. Filipowski is on him, though. passes the ball to Klingen, but he gets fouled. No, sorry, Denny Avida was on him, but gets fouled by Walter Clayton Jr., who just puts the hand out, tries to slap the ball, but gets contact. So it looks like Blazers there are going to go to the line. But it looks like a timeout was called by the Utah Jazz. And they're going to reassess. But Jazz aren't playing bad. Jazz aren't playing bad so far. But I really like what they're doing. I really do. Hopefully, like, I want to end preseason on a positive. Let's get a good positive note. And then I think it's next week, Wednesday. I think it's what it is. Next week, Wednesday, I think it's the first official game of the season. And then who are the Jazz going to have? The Jazz have the Los Angeles Clippers next week, Wednesday. Oh, we got Kawhi and the Clippers cheating team next Wednesday. We're up against the cheaters, the Los Angeles cheaters, and yeah, that's going to be a tough game. I know I'm making jokes about the Clippers, but yeah, that's going to be a tough game. But we'll get to that later on. But let's end the game on a high note. By that time, I expect to see Ace Bailey will be back. Then we could play Ace Bailey at the 2 with a 7-foot wingspan or 7'1" wingspan. Market in there with a 2'7" wingspan. Kyle Filipowski there with a 6'10" wingspan. And then you got Walker Kessler there with a 7'4" wingspan. Like, we can do a lot. We can do a lot. And when we play our big lineup, because I think after the Clippers, we've got the Rockets. Who have we got? No, we got the Kings. After that, then the Suns. Blazers. Yeah, we got a few other teams. I don't know when we're facing the Rockets. That might be a little while away. But it looks like we are back. They got the camera panned right now. It looks they must be famous for something. I don't know if they're actors or like they're just part of the Utah Hockey Club, but they're there in attendance. But Denny Avida takes his free throw and drills it. Blazers up by 4. Jazz have to make a comeback now. Full court defense by the Blazers. Svi Mihailuk bringing the ball up. Tries to get it past Jeremy Grant, but nothing. But Svi Mihailuk loses the ball. Whistle is blown. Drew Holiday playing some real good defense there with Jeremy Grant. But the foul was calling Drew Holiday. Clayton Jr. is going to try to bring the inbound pass to Filipowski. Philly is back. Filipowski there. Filipowski wasn't able to get the layup. Chris Murray with the rebound, but passed it to Denny Avida. Jazz almost with the steal. Jazz with the steal. Good defensive play there by Keontae George. No, sorry, Elijah Harkless. Elijah Harkless there was a really good defense. Manages to get a tip pass, and then Svi Mihailuk ends up getting the full tip from Elijah Harkless intervention. I honestly, I really like Elijah Harkless because he's one of the few guys there whereby defense is his MO. If you want to play shutdown defense, play Elijah Harkless. He makes his first of his free throws. Should make the second one. And he makes the second. Blazers with the ball. I think they're sharp there with the ball, brings the ball up the court, but Elijah Harkless is on him, passes to Deni Avdija. Drew Holiday with a 3, and he drills it. Jazz there just not able to close him down quick enough. But Walter Clayton Jr. getting a lot more physical now. Clayton Jr. with the 3, but he doesn't manage to get it. Saved by Yusuf Nurkic, who gets the layup. Nice one for Nurkic with that one. Jazz really needed that one. Ball comes back to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday there tries to get it past Phil. He passes it to the other corner. Foul on Elijah Harkless. Looks like it's Jazz ball. Great defense by Elijah Harkless. Great defense. Harkless there causing the Jazz to get the ball back just by playing some good old hard knocks defense. That's what you want to see in a player. Svi Mykhailiuk has the ball, manages to do a little something with it. Walter Clayton there tries to drive to the basket and gets the easy layup. Jazz down by 1. Drew Holiday, and again, it's another foul by Walter Clayton to the attacking Blazers player, Chris Murray, and Chris Murray's going to go to the line for 1. Like, I love the effort on defense, but that's definitely something that a lot of the players are going to have to watch out for. I kind of feel sorry for them because a lot of the time it's like it's really small. Like, it really isn't even worth having it. But there's a lot more favor in this season towards the attacking players, which is a shame because I think it should definitely be a lot more balanced than what it is. Svi Mykhailiuk has the ball. Pass it to Walter Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr., I believe he's got Sharp on him. Sharp there passes it to Svi Mykhailiuk. Svi Mykhailiuk with a 3. Nothing but air. Ugh. Shaden Sharp brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Jeremy Grant. Oh, Filipowski. That was not a foul. That is a straight up deep, like, come on. Looks like it's another foul. It looked like that was on Filipowski, but the camera is just panned to Walter Clayton. Jeremy Grant there getting his first free throws. Jazz down by 4. There's one more free throw. Taylor Hendricks is on the bench. They just pan the camera to him, and like he's all like, unless it's cold into the arena, maybe he's not coming back until the third quarter. Keontae George is back on the court though, but he loses the ball in that moment. Tries to go for a layup, but you could tell it was a foul though on him by Jeremy Grant. Jazz ball. But they mess up the pass, and Deni Avdija goes in there for an easy dunk. Jazz down by 7. Keontae George brings the ball up, passes it to Walker Kessler, who passes it to Lauri Markkanen. Deni Avdija is on Markkanen, who passes it to Svi Mykhailiuk. Svi Mykhailiuk to Markkanen. Markkanen there with a long 2, but gets nothing but rim. Deni Avdija has the ball, brings it up the court. Deni Avdija there with the dribble, passes to Jeremy Grant with a 3, and that's a foul. Oh, that should probably be a foul of the Blazers. I think it's Kessler there trying to defend against the 3, but doesn't manage to get it. Just gets there too late. Kessler has the ball, passes to Svi Mykhailiuk, and it looks like it's Too many sloppy fouls. I believe it's Jazz turn over the ball now in this situation. No, it's Blazers ball. My apologies. Blazers ball, but side out by the Jazz. Quick pass coming for to Svi Mykhailiuk, but he doesn't manage to get the layup. Drew Holiday there with a three. Doesn't get anything. He gets past Larry Markin. Does manage to pass it, but they fumble it and completely. Kyle Filipowski with the ball to Keontae George, but doesn't manage to get it. And Jeremy Grant there with a block. But it looks like Keontae George is going to be going to the line to shoot for two. Yeah, Jeremy Grant actually gets a pretty nice block in that. Maybe if he had gone under and over with the layup, then it'd have been different. But Keontae George with his first free throw, he should get this. Nails the first one. Young Hansen for the Blazers comes back into the game. They got the camera still pan to Young, but Keontae George should be taking his second one in a moment. Drew Holiday has left the court. Keontae George just about to take his second one to put the Jazz being down by 8. And he gets it. Nice one. All right. We got Caleb Love. He's there with the ball, brings it up the court, passes to Denny Avila. Denny Avila to Love. Back to Denny Avila. Denny Avila with the three. Nothing but rim on that one. To Denny Avila again by Caleb Love, but it doesn't go anywhere. Kyle Filipowski there passes the ball to Keontae George, who goes to Markkanen. Doesn't manage to get Walker Kessler there with the layup. I think that shot should have counted, but it looks like the Jazz might be going to the line for that one. Yeah, it looks like the Jazz are going to the line for that one. The Kessler layup didn't count, and Markkanen goes to the line to shoot two. He gets the first one. Looks like Filipowski is out. Filipowski shooting. Sorry, Markkanen shooting the second, nails it. I don't know who's come on for Filipowski. Should be Taylor Hendricks, you would think. For Svi Mykhailiuk, looks like Svi Mykhailiuk trying to get a steal, but just wasn't able to get there in time. Still Blazers ball. Jazz only down by 6. Can the Jazz get a win? Their only preseason win. Can we start off the season with the win in preseason? You know what they say, winning breeds confidence. If we can get this win, then that takes us to next week, Wednesday, when we face the Clippers. Then, we're going to go in there with a different mindset. We'll know what works, because right now, we're still trying to figure a lot of things out. But if we can go up against the Clippers, it'd be a nice, good start to the season. Well, it looks like Filipowski's not out. It looks like Filipowski's back in. So they got Denny Avila with a three. Doesn't get it. Oh, that's a foul by Young Hansen. Filipowski's okay, though. He's okay. Yeah, they bring the ball up. Oh, that's a shot to the face by Young. You can tell it wasn't intentional. First thing he did was hey, I'm to say I'm sorry. But Filipowski's all right. He's a tough guy. What do you expect from a Duke boy? But Filipowski does go to the line for the foul. It's about time the Jazz get some good fouls. Come on, Filipowski. Is he going to make this one? Yep. Makes the free throw. This would be a good game that I'd love to see Filipowski really come through and give you 18, 20 points. You know, had such a good preseason. Everybody was talking about Kyle Filipowski. People there who weren't even watching Jazz games before was like, who is this? Who's this big, tall, white guy that shoots the ball like Andrei Kirilenko? But the fact that he's been out injured in training camp and for most of preseason has really hampered the kind of the development, hampered the way in which people are seeing him. So it'd be good opportunity to really see Filipowski just go off. You know, we've seen it with Bryce. Bryce has been great. We've seen it with like even Cody. Cody's had like some couple of good games right now. Is Cody even on the bench today? Cody's not even on the bench. I knew I didn't even say Cody Williams' name, but Cody is not on the bench today. So you want to see, like, out of all the youngsters for me, apart from Isaiah Collier, who you kind of have no choice but to, yeah, like he's not going to play. Like he's out injured. I would love for Kyle Filipowski to show everybody today what he can do. Because I definitely think that there's a player there. Now the game is on a break. And we should probably be looking at what the scores look like. So we got, let me refresh the page so we get some updated scores. We got Marketing with 11. I expect that. The big improvement from our last game, but I also only expect Marketing to play about 18 to 20 minutes. Like, I don't think he's going to have a whole ton of minutes. Again, he's also coming back from an injury, but he's got 11 points in 12 minutes, 3 assists. You got Keontae George there with 10 points in 12 minutes. Like, so far, he's had a pretty good game. He's got 1 assist so far. Kessler there still with the 2 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Clayton there, he's no longer on 2-2-2. He's on 4-2-2 with 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds in 6 minutes. Yusuf Nurkic there with 6 points and 4 rebounds in 6 minutes. Svima Hyluk has played 12 minutes and he's got 3 and 3, 3 points, 3 assists. And then Kyle Filipowski there with 12 minutes. He's got 5 points and 1 rebound. So if things keep going the way how it is, you probably would expect like Marketing to be on about 20. I could see that going that way. Filipowski, I'd love to as long as he gives you like 15 points or more, like that's really what you expect from him. But my guess is that Taylor Hendricks will probably come and finish off the rest of the second half. And then we go into the half with everybody kind of really even. Elijah Harkless getting some games. We haven't seen much of Oscar Tshiebwe. Kevin Love, we haven't seen yet. Mo Bamba, we haven't seen at all. We've only seen a little bit of John Tonje. So it'd be great if we could see Mo Bamba and Sean East II, who I believe is just a G League player, and Pedro Bradshaw, and see what they could do. But now they are coming back. And it looks like it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Jazz ball. Yep, I was right. Taylor Hendricks is on the court, followed by Bryce Sensabaugh. Keontae George now has the ball, brings it up the court. But he does have Caleb Love that is on him. Bryce now has the ball, who passes it to Marketing. Marketing passes the ball to Taylor Hendricks with a 3. Oh, Taylor Hendricks makes a 3. Yes. There we go, Taylor. Taylor Hendricks bringing us back into the game. We're down by 1. Caleb Love passes it. I think that's Jeremy Grant there on the corner. Marketing, nothing but rim. But Bryce Sensabaugh has the ball, but ball is then stolen by Sharp. And it looks like it's a foul. I cannot tell who, but Bryce didn't do anything. He stood his ground. And it looks like it should be Utah ball again. Yeah, so it's an offensive foul. Utah ball. Keontae George has the ball with an inbound pass from Bryce Sensabaugh. Keontae brings it up the court. You can tell the way he's feeling it. I think he feels a three, but he passes it to Marketing. Sensabaugh. No, to Filipowski. They miss, but Blazers now have the ball back. Blazers bringing up the ball very gingerly. Caleb Love with the ball, passes to someone else. Young Hansen with the ball, trying to get past Marketing. Ooh, Young Hansen now, super physical. Marketing there with the smile on the face. I wonder what they're saying. One speaks Chinese, the other speaks Finnish. But they both are speaking the language of the basketball. Shaden Sharp with a three. Oh, wow, and he gets it. Didn't see that one coming. Very physical from the Blazers right now. Picking the Jazz up full court. There we go. Walker Kessler there to Marketing. Easy dunk there. Easy dunk. Walker Kessler. The Jazz there giving that one up pretty easily. Giving it up easily there with the Jazz. But what is it that they can do? What can they do to turn this game around? One of those answers is the man with the ball, and that is Bryce Sensabaugh. Bryce Sensabaugh there to Walker Kessler. Kessler there with the easy dunk. Even though they've got Kessler there gets back up court. He stops. Three by Caleb Love. And the Trailblazers extend their lead. Keontae George now has the ball, brings it up the court. He's got a pip in his step. There we go. Keontae. Keontae with a three. Oh, doesn't quite get it, but it looks like Kessler goes in for a dunk, but another foul by Young Hansen there with a push in the back. And it looks like it might be a good foul for the Blazers for that one, because I mean, Walker Kessler, not that great of a shooter, but hopefully he can get at least one of these two in. Kessler gets his first. There you go. That's what you want. Way to be, Kessler. He's about to take his second. He looks pretty confident. No, but he gets nothing but rim. Oh, and then they get the ball back. Blazers with the ball. Drew Holiday now has it. He's back onto the court. Drew Holiday to Young Hansen. Young Hansen then to the corner. But it looks like there's a foul, and it's going to be Jazz. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on this one. No one went down. They got the camera pan to Will Hardy, and Will Hardy's there talking to Elijah Harkless as though like he did something wrong. I don't see anything wrong there. A lot of communication coming from Will Hardy. Donovan Clingan does make his first one, but he misses the second one. Walter Clayton has the ball, passes it to Kessler. To Marketing. Marketing there with the layup. No, Kessler with the rebound, but he gets, what's happening? No, but Taylor Hendricks gets it. Keontae George there has the ball now with a three. Oh, Keontae George there with a three. There we go. And he goes to the line for one. That is what you want to see. Great step back three by Keontae George. Literally with 0.3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Keontae George now with 13 points. He's 5 out of 7 from the field and he's 50% from three. He's been pretty good so far, Keontae George. Can't lie about that. That Dallas game, the Mavericks game, that was rough for him. I'll go on record of saying that was a rough game for him. It's pretty tough when you got to go against Cooper Flagg playing at point guard. And Keontae George does make that free throw. Drew Holiday with the ball. Keontae is on him, though. Jazz do get the ball back. Jazz bring the ball up the court. Pass it to Walter Clayton. Clayton looks like he just loses the ball there. And the Blazers get the ball back. It's a lot of sloppy play. With that one. Blazers ball. Drew Holiday with the ball. Passes it to Denny Avila. Avila, not sure where to go, but he takes a three. Miss. Clayton Jr. with the ball. Gets it from Taylor Hendricks from the rebound. Passes it to Walter Clayton, who passes it back to Taylor Hendricks, who passes it to Walter Clayton there. Clayton trying to find a way. Passes it to Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks with the dunk. There we go. Nice, easy dunk. Keep it simple and cheerful. That's what I say. Oh, Drew Holiday there with a nice spin. Oh, nice block by Walker Kessler there against Donovan Clingan. Kessler brings the ball up. Passes it to Keontae George. George with a three. Oh, he doesn't get it, but does get the rebound by Walker Kessler. Oh, but he loses it. Donovan Clingan there stops him from getting the easy bucket. Drew Holiday brings the ball up. We'll pass it to Denny Avila, who passes it to Drew Holiday, who's completely open. And Drew Holiday makes it. That's too easy. Too easy. Like, yes, Drew Holiday isn't a natural three-point shooter, but you could believe if you give him an open three-point shot, Drew Holiday is going to make that all day. Lowry with a three, but gets it slightly blocked by Jeremy Grant. Denny Avila with the ball gets past Taylor Hendricks, who passes to Sharp, who passes it to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday with the layup misses. Taylor Hendricks there passes it to George, who passes it to Marketing. Marketing loses it. Oh my God, Jeremy Grant then manages to get the ball from Marketing. Shaden Sharp there has the ball. We got 40 seconds to go in the second half. Sorry, in the second quarter. Shaden Sharp drives to the basket. Does get the miss. Kessler there with the rebound. Marketing has the ball. Passes it now to Keontae George. Keontae George passes it across the court to Clayton. Clayton Jr. with an easy three. Gets nothing but rim. Nothing but rim. No. And it looks like Drew Holiday is probably going to just have it with the final shot of the second quarter. Pass it to Denny Avila, who passes it back. They pass it back to each other. Denny Avila with the final shot. Doesn't manage to get it. And one last shot by Marketing, who gets the rebound. And the Jazz are down by 4, 64-40. Pretty quick tempo of the game. Walker Kessler looks absolutely tired from what you see there. And you could understand because normally his role is just rim protector. You go out there and protect the rim. In this game, he is being asked to do a lot more. And I could understand that. But now we are on a break. Let us take a look at what is going on here in this game. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And we are going to take a look at the full gambit of this game. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at the box score and see how these guys have actually been playing. Jeremy Grant there, 13 points, 15 minutes. He's got a +4 and his plus minus. He's actually had some pretty good numbers there. 3 out of 5 from the field, 2 out of 3 from 3. Made all his free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks, only 1 turnover, 4 fouls. So, yeah, he's had a good game so far. Denny Avida's had a decent game. He's got a +6 plus minus. He's got 8 points in 16 minutes, but he's 3 from 9 from the field, 0 from 3 in his threes, but has made all of his free throws, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. Donovan Clingan there with 6 points in 10 minutes. He's been okay, in my opinion. 2 out of 3 from the field. Hit his 1 3 that he had. He had a wide open 3. Only made 1 of his free throws, and he only had 2, though. But he's got 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks. Drew Holiday, he's been really good in this game. 13 points in 16 minutes, +5 on the plus minus. 5 out of 9 from the field, 3 out of 6 from 3, 50% from 3. That's more than what you want. Then he's got 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers a bit high. Then you got Shaden Sharp there with a +2 plus minus, 9 points in 18 minutes. I think that's pretty decent. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Not bad. Then you got like Chris Murray Davis on the bench. He started the game and he's got a +10 plus minus. He's the best one with the best plus minus, but he hasn't taken a shot, hasn't taken any frees, only 2 free throws, but he nailed those. And he's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 2 points. And then there's a few other players like Young Hansen there. Young Hansen there with 3 points in 9 minutes. He hasn't had a lot of minutes and time, so I give it to the second half to kind of talk about him. You got Blake Wesley, City Sissoko to the Blazers. I didn't realize he was with them now, so good for him. He played 7 minutes, but I didn't really notice him that much. Now with the Utah Jazz, so we got Lowry there with 13 points in the 18 minutes, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers though, and 3 fouls. But he's 5 out of 9 from the field, and he's only 25% from 3. And he's made all of his 2s. That's not bad. He's got a +1 plus minus. Filipowski there with a -4 plus minus though, and he's got 5 points in 12 minutes. He's 25% from the field. Not a good game for Kyle. 1 out of 3 from 3. That's not good. That's not good at all. And then he's got 1 rebound, 2 steals. Yeah, this isn't a good game so far for Kyle Filipowski. But again, we know the reason why. Coming back from injury. Like I heard he legit had like a back injury. But he just looked like he was well off the pace in the last game against the Dallas Mavericks. And he hasn't looked as bad as he was in that game, but definitely he looks rusty. Then you've got Svi Mihailuk there with a -4 plus minus. He's got 3 points in 12 minutes. You got to have more than that. No, you got to have more than that. Same thing there goes for Kyle Filipowski. And Walker Kessler there with a +1 box plus minus, but he also needs to do better as well. He's 2 out of 5 from the field, hasn't attempted any threes, and he shouldn't attempt any threes. He's not a 3-point shooter. You got 3 assists, 1 turnover, and then Keontae George there, 14 points in 18 minutes, 5 out of 8 from the field, 1 out of 3 from 3. Made all his free throws. He made 3 of them. 1 assist, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. Good game. Really good game by Keontae George. He probably has been the better player so far in this game. Then you had Taylor Hendricks there. He's played 12 minutes, 5 points in 12 minutes. I think that's pretty average so far. 2 out of 3 from the field. Made his 1 3-pointer, and then he's got 4 rebounds, and then that's it. Oh, one foul. And then everybody else, Bryce, Nurkic, Harkless, and Clayton, they've all played under 10 minutes. So I'll wait until they've actually just played more minutes before I really talk about them. And that's not it. That's kind of it so far. So I think overall the first half has been a pretty decent game. Definitely you see that this game really is for Lowry, Kessler, and Filipowski to kind of get up to speed. And then we could really see going on long forward what they can do. But so far it's one of those ones where it's really about form. I would love for the Jazz to win this game just because we just haven't had a good preseason. Like at all. It's been a bit of bad preseason. But it's been a good one in that a lot of the guys are going to learn to play with one another. And I mean, I'll put out a video going into more detail about this, but that's it from that. But what I'm going to do now, the game is on a break. It looks like there's a minute and 45 seconds to go before they come back. I'm going to go fill up with some water. And then, yeah, then I'll be back. I'll be right back, though, guys. Stay tuned. An hour and 30 seconds. 90 seconds to go. Ugh. Okay. Let me put this water here. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Okay. Looks like for this game, we ain't got no one in the chat. But that is fine. If I got to go solo, I got to go solo. I'm a one-man Utah Jazz fan army. And we got to do what we got to do. Let me stop sharing this, and then I can go and share my Twitter. Then we can see what people are saying about the Utah Jazz game. What are people saying on the greatest cesspool of fans on social media, on Twitter? What are they saying? Will this team play any defense in 2025, 2026? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question. And the answer to that is simple. Hopefully. Like, it really is. Hopefully. Because if these guys do not play defense, guys like Keontae George, who I do think has played some pretty good defense so far, I think that, like, particularly in the last game against the Dallas Mavericks, you could only, I don't know if you could criticize him per se, because it's a tough thing going up against Cooper Flag, who's not a point guard, but they're playing him in the point guard position. And guys like Keontae George have to go up and defend against him when easily he's 5 inches taller than you. His arms are longer than you. Like, he's stronger than you as well. Like, yeah, it's a tough one for Key. So it's one of them where I'm like, I feel sorry for him, but those are the things that he just kind of has to adapt, that teams will do things in order to find a way to get around him. So what is everybody else saying? So Blazers 64, Jazz 60. Oh, they've got the scores there. All we need is Isaiah in our lives. Yes, I agree. All we need is Isaiah Collier. Why couldn't we have Isaiah? And because Isaiah is out injured, it does mean that Isaiah is probably it's going to take him a while to come back. Because even if let's just say, just for shits and giggles, that he ends up being healthy next week Wednesday for the Clippers game, he's not going to play in that Clippers game. Not at all. My guess is that they said he's got like hamstring issues. He needs to completely rest that out, and they will ease him back into it. Probably a little bit in the G League, and then he'll come back a bit in the NBA coming up off the bench, and then we might see him play the point guard position. But it's really up to this man here who they got on TV, and that's Keontae George. He's going to be the one that's going to be playing the point guard position. Probably him and Walt. And for me, I don't mind Walter Clayton playing point guard position, and I like Key. Key is one of the reasons why that kind of brought me to the Jazz again. So I wish the kid the best. It's going to be an opportunity, because I think that point guard position is up for grabs. There isn't much content here in regards to people. Well, let's see. Let's click on some of these and see what people are saying. All right, so there's some comments here on Trailblazers. Billups already taking Shaden Sharp out. He doesn't want Shaden to hardly touch the ball. Blah blah blah. No, where's all this Utah feat is terrible. Announcers suck. Oh God, guys. See, this is what I mean. The cesspool known as Twitter. Anything could happen on there. I got to be very careful. Okay, so it looks like they are back. I'm going to stop sharing, and then we will get back to the scores. Give me 1 sec. Let me share this. Okay, so it looks like we haven't had any changes going into the third quarter. Keontae George is still on there. I think Svi Mihailuk, I can't remember if Svi was on there. Then we got Kyle Filipowski. we got Kessler there, and we got Markkanen. So again, Kessler, Markkanen, and Filipowski, they're playing a lot, probably because they haven't played. Oh, that's a nasty block on Shaden Sharp by Walker Kessler. Literally, Kessler has his hands up, blocks the shot, and Shaden Sharp just kind of goes flying. Like, that was nuts. But nice one for Kessler. Kessler not doing his standard rim defending. And that should be a foul. And yeah, it is. It's a foul. Shaden Sharp's taking the free throws, and he gets his first free throw. And he makes the second one, Shaden Sharp. Jazz still down by 4. Can we make a comeback? Keontae has the ball. We got Drew Holiday that is on him. He is on him like white on rice right now. Filipowski gets the ball. Pass it to Kessler, who pass it to Svi. Svi there with the 3, and Svi makes it. Svi Mihailuk. If you didn't know, Svi Mihailuk, I've been criticizing all throughout preseason, gets a nice 3 there. Drew Holiday tries to drive to the basket for a layup, but the pass gets intercepted by Keontae George. And I think that's Svi Mihailuk there with another 3. Got Jeremy Grant there with the ball now. Jeremy Grant does get fouled. I believe that is by, I think he got fouled by Svi. 2 great 3s by Svi. But Svi ends up going there with a foul. Yeah, it looks like that was a foul by Svi Mihailuk on that last play. So now it is Jeremy Grant. Sorry, I got to do this quickly. Got to have some good old chocolate. They got the camera pan tries. Jay Collier, who's on the bench. I'd love to see him, man. I'm being honest. He makes both free throws. It's pretty good. Keontae George with the ball, passes to Filipowski. Filipowski there to Markkanen. Markkanen drives to the basket, passes there to the corner. Corner 3 by Keontae George. No, but Markkanen gets the ball. No, Kessler gets the ball back. Kessler there with the easy layup. Nice one there for Kessler. The Jazz are back up again. It has been a while for the Jazz to be back. I think from near the end of the first quarter, the Jazz are back. Great rim defending by the Jazz. And looks like it's a foul. You had Markkanen, you had Kessler, and I think you had Filipowski there in the paint on that last play. Keontae George now has the ball. Pass it to Larry Markkanen. Markkanen now. Ooh, nice. Markkanen now with an easy fadeaway. Drew Holiday has the ball. Pass it to the corner to Jeremy Grant. Keontae George there with some good defending. So that ends up being Blazers' ball. I'm loving the way how Keontae is. He's really playing defense. Like, he isn't that great at defense, but at least he's putting in the effort. And that's all you could kind of ask from him. They got Keontae's Keontae for a sec that was on Donovan Clingan. Keontae's now on Drew Holiday. There we go. Keontae on Drew Holiday to Donovan Clingan. Clingan there to Shaden Sharp with a 3. But they get the rebound. No, but good block by Kessler. And I believe they've called a foul on Utah. Like, I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one at all. I don't get it. Jeremy Grant to the line, goes to shoot for two. Misses the first one. Thank God. Will Hardy is quiet, animated on the sideline. We got to get the but Jeremy Grant makes the second one. Jazz still up by 3. Keontae George has the ball now, brings it up the court. Drew Holiday is tracking him. Passes it to Kessler, who passes it back to Keontae. Keontae there with a nice 3. Oh, yes. That's what we want to see. And it looks like it's a timeout. Will Hardy looks like he's got a lot to say to Kessler and a lot of the Jazz players right now. It's a good 3 from Keontae George. I'd love to get an inside scoop on what is going through the minds of Will Hardy right now. So far, so good. I think it's a good start to the third quarter. It's what you want. I think that Kessler looks better. Marketing looks better from previous games. Still haven't seen Filipowski to the level in which I would want to see him. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. I don't mind that. Now that we're on a break, let's take a look at some of the scores in detail. Let me refresh this page first. So the Jazz up by 6. We got Jeremy Grant there, who actually has been pretty good in this game. He's been a bit of a nuisance. Same thing with Drew Holiday there, but you expect that from Drew Holiday. NBA champion, super experienced. He's the type of point guard I think every team wants. Plays offense and defense. 3-and-D guy. Shaden Sharp there, 11 points in 21 minutes. Good game for him. He does go missing sometimes, but very good at shooting the 3. Gets to the basket. He's quick. That's what you want. Donovan Clingan there, 6 points in 13 minutes. 5 rebounds, though, and 1 assist. Haven't seen Young Hansen yet. Chris Murray there, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Definitely more of a defensive player, Chris Murray. I actually have a basketball card of Chris Murray. So, yeah, I hope he does play well for his future. We could actually get to, hopefully, his overall value in the basketball world will increase. Lowry's got 15. He's played 21 minutes. So Lowry, Keontae George has played 21, and he's got 17. Yeah, it's Keontae and Lowry are the only guys that have got double-digit points right now. That's what makes this game ugh. Svi Mihailuk and Walker Kessler are close, though, with 9 points each. But we're back. And Jeremy Grant just hit a 3. But Svi Mihailuk has the ball. Shaden Sharp is on him, though. Gets past Shaden Sharp. Pass it to Bryce Sensabaugh. Bryce with an easy 2. Nails it. That's what you want. Bryce, baby. Hasn't been around to shoot a lot of 3s, but hasn't also played a lot of minutes, Bryce. How many minutes has Bryce played? Bryce only played 8 minutes. See, that's the reason why. If Bryce had played 18 minutes, it'd be a different story. So Keontae George has the ball, brings it up the court. Shaden, good block by Walker Kessler there, setting up the screen. Shaden Sharp just runs right in him. But good 3-pointer there by Keontae George. Jazz up by 5. And then for that, this last player, you had Drew Holiday trying to get to the line, trying to drive to the basket, but Walker Kessler did manage to get a block on him, but it might have been a bit too much contact for the refs because every little bit of contact and they go to the line. So it looks like Drew Holiday is going to go to the line. This is so frustrating. Like, they're going to the line way too much. They got the camera pan on Keontae George right now. Keontae George having some words. I believe that's to Caleb Love. No, Wesley, who he's got in there, the number one. Drew Holiday there makes his free throws. Jazz are up by 3. Svi Mykhailiuk gets past Drew Holiday. Svi Mykhailiuk tries to find Keontae George. He does. Who passes the ball to Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler out there on the perimeter. Like, who does he think he is? I just want to say, Walker Kessler, get your big ass in the paint. Walker Kessler there. Svi Mykhailiuk with a 3. Misses. Walker Kessler there gets the rebound, passes it to Kyle Filipowski, who does manage to get the dunk. And then on the other end, just an easy 3 by Drew Holiday. It's like all of that nice creativity and hard work goes down the crapper with just an easy 3. Just not a good one. But good setup play by Walker Kessler with the baseline cut to Sensabaugh, who does get the layup. Now Sensabaugh goes to the line. They're talking about Kessler's stats. They got, hold on. This is a stat for you. Walker Kessler, in his 24 minutes of play, is probably going to have a triple-double. He so far has 9 points, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds. He could wind up with a 10, 10, and 10. All because instead of just playing at the rim, he's out there defending on the perimeter and trying to do as much as what he can for the team. Look at him. Walker Kessler receives the ball near the top of the key. He's at the top of the key. Svi Mykhailiuk with an E. Oh, no, he doesn't. But I thought that was going to be. You got Walker Kessler there. Again, look at him defending Drew Holiday. Nice one. Great lateral movement there. Keontae George there to Jeremy Grant. Does man. Bryce Sensabaugh gets the rebound. To Filipowski. Filipowski there to Walker Kessler. Kessler there trying to set things up. Keontae George there saying, hey, point, go where I need you to go. Kessler there. Is he going to go for 3? No, but it's Bryce. Bryce. Oh, he gets the miss, though. Love the pattern of play here by the Jazz. You could see exactly what they're trying to do, and I like it. But they just concede a 3 there, right there. I believe that was Jeremy. Yes, Jeremy Grant there with a 3. They are letting him get way too much, Jeremy Grant. I know he's a good player, but still. Keontae George there. Looks like it's a timeout. Not sure who called that. Might have been the Blazers. But it's a break so far. And it's a break. Let me look at these scores. Because I was quite stunned to see Walker Kessler very close to getting a triple-double. I'm loving how the fact that whatever he's been working, definitely he's been working on some lateral movement. I got to say that. Loving the way how Will Hardy's, put this idea to say, hey, you can do more. Like, it just doesn't have to be rim defending. Like, we want you to do more. And that's what he's doing here in this game. I don't know, apart from a team like the Blazers, how that's going to look. But I do like what they are doing in this game, particularly with Walker Kessler. Like, look at his numbers. Like, let me refresh the page. Like, look at his numbers. 9 points, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds. There's a good chance Walker Kessler might end up with a triple-double. Like, is this the new evolution of Walker Kessler? I think it could be. All he now has to do is add in a 3-point part of his game, and now it's a completely different story. Because once you have a Walker Kessler that can shoot, even if it's not like shooting threes, even if it's just from the mid-range, you could do more with that Walker Kessler. So I gotta have something to eat. Gotta have me some snacks while having a live stream. If you don't know about hazelnut chocolate, you're gonna know. They're showing a few highlights from Walker Kessler because the same thing that I'm talking about right now, they're also talking about. Walker Kessler very close to getting a triple-double. 9 points, 8 rebounds. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Like, it's been a great game for him. Oh, and he's got 2 steals. Walter Clayton Jr. is back on the court. Kessler with a 3. Holy, oh my God. Walker Kessler just hit a 3. Walker Kessler just hit a 3. Oh my God, Walker Kessler with a block. Walker Kessler. What is going on? What is going on? Walker Kessler with a 3. Wow, he's got a double-double right now. It's official. Walker Kessler is on a double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds, and he could wind up with a triple-double. Wow, Walker Kessler with a 3. I didn't see that coming. And then right afterwards, Drew Holiday goes for a 3, and he gets the block. And then after that play, a long pass to Kessler, and he gets the easy dunk. We are seeing a new Walker Kessler, and I like it. I like it. Oh, what is going on now? Great block by Keontae has been so impressive. Keontae George there gets a block. I believe that might be Caleb Love. Or it might be City Soko. I can't tell from this angle. But gets like I've been really impressed by Keontae George. He really is hungry to get that extension and to prove that he deserves to play for the Utah Jazz and in the NBA. Well done to Keontae George. He's on the bench at the moment, And Walter Clayton Jr. is taking on the responsibilities for the point guard role. Gets a nice midi there, Walter Clayton Jr. Just an easy jump shot there for him. He's got 6 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Jazz here leading by 5. We got Yusuf Nurkic is on the court. We got Walter Clayton Jr. They got the camera pan to Young Hungson right now, who just fouled Yusuf Nurkic. You got Taylor Hendricks is on the court right now, too. And you got Bryce Sensabaugh. Yusuf Nurkic makes his first free throw and then makes his second one. Jazz up by 7. This is what you want. And the 2 new guys are on the floor right now. We got Elijah Harkless is on the floor. Taylor Hendricks is on the floor too. City Sissoko is on the floor for the Trailblazers. Bryce Sensabaugh has the ball now. Jump shot misses. Taylor Hendricks with the rebound. Taylor with some strength, but ends up being a foul. It looks like that's Young Hansen there who fouled him. Young Hansen, very physical, doing a lot of fouling. He's gonna have to learn quite quick. That might work in China, buddy, but not in the NBA. Taylor Hendricks takes his first free throw. Misses. Hey, Taylor Hendricks takes his second one, but he makes it. Nice. Nice one by Taylor Hendricks. All right, so we got City Sissoko, Caleb Love, Young Hansen. I believe that is and Shaden Sharp for the Blazers. Yeah, I think that's it. Looks like it's another foul, at least on Nurkic. Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't. So we got Walter Clayton Jr. with the ball, pass it to Nurkic, who passed it to Taylor Hendricks. So back to Nurkic. Walter Clayton Jr. tries to swat it away, but swats it in the way of the Blazers player. Taylor Hendricks trying to block it from City Sissoko to Caleb Love. Caleb Love shoots. And he drains it. He drains it. Jazz are only up by 3 now, but they could extend that. City Sissoko getting too physical with Walter Clayton and fouls him. Surely that's going to be a foul for the Jazz. You have Will Hardy there on the side, having a few words to Taylor Hendricks. I wonder what he's saying. Walter Clayton Jr. taking his free throws. He makes the first one. Jazz now up by 4. That's what you want. Walter Clayton Jr. getting ready to take his second one. And he makes the second one. Can the Jazz get a preseason win? That's what I would like. Shaden Sharp now has the ball. Tries to drive to the basket. Oh, and he makes it. That was actually a difficult shot. He makes that one very well. Elijah Harkless gets the ball to Nurkic. Back to Elijah Harkless. And it looks like there's another foul. Foul on Nurkic. Nurkic makes his first one. Jazz are up by 4. The Jazz can make their 7th. This is the second one. Jazz will be up by 5. And then at least it puts us in a great position to win the game. And Nurkic makes the second. Nurkic has the ball. Brings the ball up. Passes it to Bryce. Bryce almost takes it over the line for a backcourt violation. Nurkic passes the ball to... Oh, nice one by Taylor Hendricks, who gets a sweet dunk. Good play by Yusuf Nurkic. Taylor Hendricks just cuts in from the side, but then they give away the easy 3, but they miss. Jump ball. Yeah, jump ball. That's right. Get on that. It's going to be Chris Murray versus Yusuf Nurkic on a jump ball. Surely that's going to be a jump ball. It's got to be a jump ball. Yep, I am sure of it. The way how Yusuf Nurkic defends, like, we need to have that no matter what happens next season. Nurkic with a jump ball, Jazz get the ball back. No, but they blow the whistle. Oh, yeah, they would do that, wouldn't they? They would do that, wouldn't they? So they blow the whistle. It looks like they're probably going to go and... Wow. It's a foul? It's a foul on Chris Murray? That's insane. So Chris Murray misses the first one, which is good. I'm glad he's missed the first one. Does he miss the second? Yes, he misses the second. Yes, Jazz get the ball back. Bryce Sensabaugh with the rebound. Passes to Walter Clayton Jr. Walter Clayton has the ball. Chris Murray is on him. Passes to Yusuf Nurkic. Nurkic to Walter Clayton with a 3. Misses, though. That's fine. Oh, and what are they doing? They just bounce. Caleb Love bounces the ball out, and Blazers lose the ball. You should see the look on Chauncey Billups' face. It's like, what in the Swiss cottage cheese are you doing? They got the camera pan to Will Hardy right now, who has a very disturbed look on his face. If I could have a magic device to understand what he's thinking, I would love to have that. Elijah Harkless with the 3. Oh, and he gets fouled. Looks like Elijah Harkless to the line. Chauncey Billups there. Very frustrated and annoyed, but that's how I felt in the first 5-10 minutes of this game. Very frustrated because I understand that the referees have been told that any little thing that happens to players is a foul. And at least the Jazz are getting something in return. Elijah Harkless taking the first of his free throws. They're giving a little history lesson on Elijah Harkless. Went undrafted in 2023. Last season played for G League SLC, which is the Jazz's G League team. Elijah Harkless made his first one, missed his second free throw. Hopefully he could make his third. He does make his third. Jazz are up by 7. That is what you want. And they got Austin and Danny Ainge there in the building, watching everything. Elijah Harkless is just on them like white on rice. Come on, Elijah. You got to stay with them. So Blazers take a 3, but they get the rebound back. There's 20 seconds to go. Shaedon Sharpe there with a 3. Misses. Bryce Sensabaugh there. What the? With the Jazz have messed this up. No. Just silly. You silly boy. Jazz on the other end. Supposed to get the easy layup. They don't. Blazers get the ball back. Just throw it down the court to Shaedon Sharpe, who drives to the basket and gets the 2. And you know Shaedon Sharpe is a good shooter, so he's going to make this free throw that he's about to take, and it'll be 103-99. And he makes it. Jazz with the inbound pass. Okay. So Chris Murray then is trying to pick up the Jazz full court, trying to stop the Jazz from getting a quick 2 or a quick 3. So it looks like it's another foul, but this time it's a foul on the Jazz. And Yusuf Nurkic is going to go out there and shoot 2. Now, if Yusuf Nurkic could make the two free throws, this will put the Jazz up by 6, which I think is a lot better. Oh, and he misses the first one. Again, like, I just want one win. Just give me a win. Give me a win. And he misses the second. Oh, Blazers hoof the ball up, but they miss. But the Jazz is still up by 4. There's 12 minutes left in this game. Can the Jazz hold on and get this win? This is what I'm hoping so. Let's see what's going on. All right. Scores wise. Okay, so let's look at with the Jazz first. Denny Avila. No. We got Market in there with 15 points. Marketing probably won't be back in this game. 21 is what Marketing has been playing all throughout this kind of preseason. So I don't think he's going to play anymore. Kessler probably might be in because he hasn't had a lot of game time to play. Keontae George probably won't be back. Filipowski will be back for sure. He's only played 19 minutes and has only scored 7. So I expect him to do a lot more, to end up with like 15, let's say a few assists and maybe a rebound. Svi Mihailuk, he's got 19 minutes, 9 points in 19 minutes. He's had a pretty good game. Bryce Sensabaugh is 8 and 17. Taylor Hendricks is 8 and 17, but with 6 rebounds. Nurkic has got 10 and 10, so he's got 10 points in 10 minutes. Walter Clayton Jr., he's got 8 points in 15 minutes, but he's got 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And then Elijah Harkless there with 4 points in 10 minutes. So unless we see Oscar Tshiebwe, unless we see John Tonje, Mo Bamba, Kevin Love, or Sean East II, I think everybody who we've seen play at least once will be the only ones that will play. I do think that Markkanen won't play a single more minute. Maybe Keontae George won't play anymore either. Keontae George played 16, and there's 12 minutes left. I mean, I could see Keontae George getting another 5 more minutes. Or at least maybe another 4 more. And then we got to see what happens. But I'll take a quick break. I want to change the battery of my camera, but I will be right back. Okay, there we go. All right, camera fully charged, and we are ready for the final quarter of this game. We are in the fourth quarter. They've just started, which is good, and Bryce Sensabaugh is to the line. Bryce there hitting the first one. I expect no less from Bryce. He is the best shooter that this team has, and I expect him to make the majority of his mid-range shots. I really do. Blazers with the ball. I think there's Caleb Love there. Tries to go for a layup, but doesn't. Drew Holiday with a three. Drew Holiday makes the three. Actually, that was a good three by Drew Holiday. Jazz only up by 3 right now. Walter Clayton has the ball. Pass it to Yusuf Nurkic. Nurkic there looking for somebody to pass the ball to. Walter Clayton there with the ball now. Walter Clayton drives to the ball. Oh, pass it to Nurkic. Simple but yet effective by Walter Clayton and Nurkic. Walter Clayton there trying to mark Chris Murray. We got Elijah Harkless and Shaden Sharp. Bryce Sensabaugh with the rebound, though. Drew Holiday trying to stay on him. Watch out, Bryce. Watch out for Drew Holiday. Then that's Filipowski with a shot, but he misses on that one. Drew Holiday drives to the basket, but he gets fouled and looks like he's going to the line. Nurkic there having a few words with the other players. You know what he's saying? Get serious, guys. We're facing the Clippers in a couple of weeks. We need to get our stuff sorted. Drew Holiday to the line. Shoot 2. Nails his first one. Lowry's on the bench. I don't think Lowry is coming back. I have to say that. Drew Holiday hits his second. Jazz are down by 3 right now, but they have the ball. Walter Clayton there brings the ball up the court. We got Bryce on the court with Walter Clayton, who now has it. Yusuf Nurkic, Bryce Sensabaugh, and Kyle Filipowski. Clayton has the ball again. Takes a 3. Doesn't do that well. Oh, but Nurkic tries to get the rebound. But it looks like he fouls Klingin in the process. And Blazers have the ball. Blazers come up the court and get another 2. And now the Jazz lead has just been completely obliterated. And it's 107-107. Kyle Filipowski. Oh, my God. Kyle Filipowski going for an easy dunk, but he completely misses it. And the Blazers get the ball back and try to go for the 3, but they missed. And then they give away possession back to the Jazz. The Jazz right now being really defensively sloppy, letting the Blazers back in this game. Like at one point, we were up 7-8 points, and the lead is completely gone now. Now they're on a break, and I'm like, what the hell? I got to finish off the rest of this chocolate. This is good. Pretty disappointing to see that the lead that we had, a 7-8 point lead, being given away so easily. And not just by miraculous gameplay, by just a whole bunch of simple stuff. We do have a few people in the chat. I don't know if this is spam or not, because it is in another language. So I'm going to say this to Zhu Wang, who's in the chat. If you could somehow put that message through Google Translate or something, I'm more than happy to answer it. I wish I was bilingual to understand exactly what that means, but I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. If you do like the content, though, I'm assuming, like, well, you know what? I don't want to make assumptions because, see, that's how you get called out. But I assume you're a Hansen or Yang Hansen fan. But you know what? Like, maybe it's me. You could just be an Ace Bailey fan or a Kyle Filipowski fan, or, you know, shoot, you could just be a Drew Holiday fan. But yeah, if you like the content, yeah, please, you know, hit the thumbs up on YouTube. You know, subscribe if you want to keep seeing some good basketball content. And yeah, but we are back. Blazers have the ball, number 17. I think that's John Tonje is in the game. Nice one, John. John is in the game. Blazers with a 3. Oh, wow. And I believe that's Drew Holiday there with a 3 there for the Blazers. It's the first lead that they've had since basically the second quarter. So Portland are leading in this game 110 to 107. Kyle Filipowski passes to John Tonje. John Tonje misses though, and Kyle Filipowski is unable to get the rebound. Drew Holiday has the ball, brings the ball up the court. Nurkic is guarding him. Passes to Jeremy Grant. But Walter Clayton Jr., ball comes off Bryce Sensabaugh though. No, that sucks. That's not great. Now they pan the camera to the side, and you got Danny Ainge talking to Will Hardy when I'm like, okay, can we just concentrate on the game? So it looks like that's a foul by when Shaden Sharp, just before he took the 3, it was a foul by the Trailblazers. So that 3 doesn't count, but they're still up by 3. But Walter Clayton has the ball. Clayton there really showing what he can do. But Drew Holiday is on him. Has to then pass the ball. Passes the ball to Bryce. Bryce there with a lovely dunk. And the Jazz come back. They're down by 1. They're down by 1. It is not over, people. But they move the ball so quickly. I think that's Shaden Sharp there. Oh, ball comes into Drew Holiday for the 3. No. Oh, are they calling goaltending? No. Like, why did they blow the whistle? They're showing a few highlights right now, but I just saw a gameplay where it just looks as though so Bryce is off the court. I'm surprised why. Oh, Mo Bamba's here. Thank God, because I don't want Kyle Filipowski playing as a center. Well done, Mo Bamba. There were definitely questions for why the Jazz signed him, including by myself. But he's on the court. He's a Jazz player, so I'm going to support him. So well done to Mo Bamba coming on the court. He doesn't have the ball yet, but Kyle Filipowski does. Pass it to Walter Clayton Jr. Who doesn't manage to sink that one. Walter Clayton Jr., I think, is Ryan Rupert with the ball to Drew Holiday. Jazz double teaming Drew Holiday right now. Walter Clayton Jr. Not foul by the Blazers. There we go. You got an animated Isaiah Collier on the sideline, giving that good moral support, that big smile on his face. You got to love that. Walter Clayton Jr. has the ball. Brings it up the court. We got Ryan Rupert that's on him. Passes to John Tonje. John Tonje there to the side, out by Elijah Harkless. And no. Looks like it's a foul. Oh, foul on the Jazz. Looks like it was Young Hansen with the foul on to Mo Bamba. I'm not sure what's going on right here. The camera is panning between Mo Bamba and Young Hansen. Looks like Hansen is out. Oh, he's got 6 fouls. He's out. Yeah, he's out. I don't know who comes in the game for them. I think it's Donovan Clingan that's back. But Clayton Jr.'s on the side out. Oh, that was a push. That was a push by Chris Murray on John Tonje. And it looks like John Tonje should be going to the line right now. Or maybe they just might have. No, it looks like they're having the Jazz take it again. Side out. Walter Clayton Jr. passes it to Kyle Filipowski, who gets the ball. He's been really defended a lot, and that's by Chris Murray with another foul by him. Blazers actually playing some pretty good defense so far. Like, I gotta say that they've picked up full court, half court as well, and it's been quite frustrating. Looks like Filipowski is going to be going to the line. Hasn't done great at the line in today's game, Kyle Filipowski. But how much points is Kyle Filipowski on? Kyle Filipowski has 9 points in 23 minutes. Kyle Filipowski he's set a standard that I would have expected more in the 23 minutes that he's played. Now, he's got 7 minutes to prove me wrong. But he's just about to go and shoot his first one. Will he make it? He makes it. Now he's on 10 points. Well done, Kyle. He's had no assists, which is a rare for him because normally he's very good at creating opportunities for other people. He goes up to take his second. Makes his second. Nice one, Kyle Phillip. Now he is on 11 points, Kyle Filipowski. Jazz are leading by 1. Caleb Love has the ball. Blazers with a 3. That was a good 3 as well. And I believe that was City Sissoko. Svi Mihailuk. To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba has the ball, passes to Kyle Filipowski. Filipowski to Mo Bamba, but they completely missed it, and it looks like it was a foul. Little pick and pop play there between Mo Bamba and Kyle Filipowski, and Mo Bamba goes to the line. I don't know much about Mo Bamba in terms of free throws, but we're going to find out right about now. Can he shoot the 3? Can he shoot free throws? I don't know. Looks like he can't shoot free throws because he just missed that first one there. They got a camera pan to a picture of Thurl Bailey and Mo Bamba standing next to one another. 2 7-foot players and their wingspan, and how Mo Bamba, his wingspan is a lot bigger. Mo Bamba not being able to get the rebound there. Donovan Clingan did, but Mo Bamba is on him. Got him well, Mo Bamba. Oh, too late. Shaded Sharp there with the three. Elijah Harkless just not able to get to Shaden Sharp quick enough. He does get the inbound pass from Mo Bamba. Now Elijah Harkless moving quickly. Passes it to an open John Tonje. John Tonje doesn't get anything there. Caleb Love there with the layup. Passes it to City Sissoko. But it looks like it might have been a travel. Not sure on that one. Svi Mihajlovic with the ball. Brings it up the court. He's got Caleb Love this on him. Mo Bamba to Svi Mihajlovic. Svi Mihajlovic with a three. Oh, and Svi hits him with a three. Jazz now down by one. Taylor Hendricks is on the court as well. And as soon as the Jazz hit a three, Trailblazers hit a 3-2. Elijah Harkless trying to go for the easy layup. Mo Bamba there trying to get the rebound, gets it, tries to shoot, but they get nothing from there. Jazz just being not being as effective offensively as you would think. And the Jazz have had an opportunity to really take something out of this game and just not been able to get anything from it. It's been quite disappointing. Well, now I see why I didn't see Kevin Love at all. Just because he's in street clothes. Like, he definitely wasn't going to be playing tonight. Shane Sharp that takes another free throw, makes the first, misses a second. Inbound pass comes from Svi Mihajlovic. Svi to Elijah Harkless. Svi back to Taylor Hendricks. Elijah Harkless has the ball again. Passes it to Svi Mihajlovic. Svi Mihajlovic to Mo Bamba. Looks like Bamba did get it. It looks like is he going to the line? He should be going to the line. Mo Bamba should be going to the line for some free throws right now. We got 5 minutes left. The Jazz are down by 5. And that's plenty of time for them to get the win in this game. There's plenty of time. Mo Bamba with his first one. Nails the first one. Thank God. You still got John Tonje in this game. What has John Tonje done in this game so far? I know he hasn't played a lot of minutes. Yeah, he hasn't managed a single point. Taylor Hendricks, he's had a decent game. Mo Bamba going for his second one. Hits the second one. Nice one, Mo Bamba. He's able to cut the deficit down by 3. Taylor Hendricks, though, is on Jeremy Grant. City Sissoko with a 3. Misses. And it looks like it's foul from Mo Bamba. It looks like it's on Donovan Clingan. I didn't see much there. I didn't see much there, to be completely honest. So it looks like Donovan Clingan's at the line right now. Going to go shoot his free throws. Misses the first one. Good. Hope he misses the second one. As a fan, obviously. They got the camera pan to Austin H, looking very wary right now, watching the performance. They got the camera pan to the bench. A lot of those players look happy. Don't get happy, people. It's going to be a long season. Taylor Hendricks there. Taylor Hendricks there thinking about the three to John Tonje, who... No. I'm probably watching the game just a bit too much without leaving some type of commentary. Mo Bamba there does get the ball back. John Tonje. Oh, wow. That's a blatant foul by City Sissoko. City Sissoko coming almost with a WWE-style clothesline to stop John Tonje from getting the layup. Now John Tonje goes to the line. And at least this gives him an opportunity to kind of get some points as well. Feeling a bit sorry for John Tonje. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities to showcase any of his skills. But he does do something correct, and he does get his first free throw. He's got another one. And if he does get that, then the Jazz will only be down by 2. John Tonje there shoots, and he scores. Nice one. All right, Jazz down by 2. We got about 4.5 minutes to go, and Shaedon Sharpe has the ball. Shaedon Sharpe drives to the basket, takes just a regular jumper, but no, Svi Mykhailiuk gets the ball. Mykhailiuk there, making Caleb Love dance. Oh, tries to see if he can spot out John Tonje, but doesn't manage to get him. Then City Sissoko just gallops down the court and just goes for a dunk. But Svi Mykhailiuk has the ball, passes to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba looking for something. Svi Mykhailiuk gets the ball back. Svi to the layup. John Tonje block by Donovan Clingan. Then you got Jeremy Grant there with the ball, passes it to Shaedon Sharpe, who passes it to Drew Holiday, who passes it back to Jeremy Grant. No. But Svi Mykhailiuk does get the ball back. Can Svi create something? Now I pass it to Elijah Harkless. He's got Jeremy Grant that's on him. Elijah Harkless, they're in the corner to John Tonje with a 3, but I don't think it counts. I've been waiting for a John Tonje 3 there, but we get nothing there. They got the camera pan to Will Hardy, and he looks a little frustrated. A little bit of frustrations there from Will Hardy, at least, and I don't know this for sure. I'm just looking at the look on his face right now. But yeah, this game should be a lot closer than what they are. I think that, you know, if Lowry was in there playing a little bit more, if Kessler was in there playing a bit more, if Keontae was there playing a little bit more, we would see and have more production. You know, I think the one major thing that we've seen from this game so far is we know who our guys are. We know it's Key. We know it's Lowry. We know it's Kessler. We know it's Yusuf Nurkic. We know it's Kevin Love. And yeah, a lot of these guys are vets, but a lot of the young guys, like they're just not ready. They're just not quite ready. You know, from the third years above, I think Keontae is ready. I think Bryce is ready. Taylor, I don't quite count as a third year because he missed basically most of last season, so I don't really count him for that. As a Utah Jazz fan, yeah, it's a struggle. I won't even lie to you. Like it's definitely a struggle. I hope regular season games don't go like this. I really don't. I hope regular season games do not go like this. Because now that this is the last game of preseason, I probably will only do a watch along once in the middle of the week, which will probably be a Jazz one because the Jazz look like they play twice in the week and that they don't play on weekends. And then I'll probably do two on the weekends. I'll definitely do one Friday night, Saturday night, unless I've got like personal plans. And then I'll probably do one somewhere in the middle of the week, maybe like a Monday or a Tuesday. And if there's a game like Sunday in the day, I'll definitely do that as well. Like I don't mind. I don't mind doing weekends, but middle of the weeks are tough. So definitely these past couple of weeks have been a little bit tough on the body, a little bit tough on just life. But yeah, that's going to be the plan going forward. But we are back. We got 3 minutes to go. And Portland are starting to break away. Good dunk by Jeremy Grant there. And Trailblazers are up by 6. Svi Mykhailiuk with the ball. Passes to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba has the ball. He's looking for something. He's looking and he found it. John Tonje there with the ball. Has he got the skill? Back to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba with a 3. Can he shoot the 3? Oh, he can. He can. He can. Mo Bamba with the 3. Bringing us to 3 points. Looks like there was a foul there. They're showing the replay of the Mo Bamba 3. I think now I understand why the Jazz have brought in Mo Bamba. They basically found a stretch big that they brought in. And that's what they need. Because I'll tell you this right now. Like, I know the narrative is about Kyle Filipowski being a stretch big. I'm not a believer in that. I don't believe in Kyle Filipowski playing at the 5. I am a believer at Kyle Filipowski playing at the 4. I don't want to see Kyle Filipowski at the 5. No. If you have to, then so be it. But like you could almost play Taylor Hendricks at the 5. Like he's more athletic, and his wingspan is the same. You got Elijah Harkless spinning and moving. Oh, Elijah Harkless! Yes, yes. There we go, Elijah Harkless. Elijah Harkless with some great dribbling, getting past Caleb Love. Decent layup, managing to get that shot past Donovan Clingan, which is exactly what you want. So well done to Elijah Harkless for that. He goes to the line to shoot for his third, to hopefully put the Jazz in 2. And he makes it. Nice one. Well done to Elijah Harkless with that. I think that puts now Elijah Harkless to 7 points in 19 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Shaden Sharp has the ball, passes to Clingan, who passes to Drew Holiday. They have to watch out with Drew Holiday. He's very good at shooting the 3. Passes to Donovan Clingan. They shoot the 3, but they miss. John Tonje there with the rebound. Jazz down by 2. Can they win this? John Tonje there trying to get past Drew Holiday to Mo Bamba. To Elijah Harkless with the 3. No, Elijah Harkless, he doesn't make the 3. Drew Holiday gets the rebound. And they move the ball up the court. Screen set by Clingan. Clingan. Come on. John. I'm lost for words, literally. John Tonje there, ball watching too much, a little bit flat-footed. It looks like they called goaltending, but now the Jazz are having it under review. I think this is fair. And the only reason why I think this is fair because I'm a Utah Jazz fan and I want it to be fair. The ball, yeah, it's going to count. The ball was still going up as Klingon shot it. The Svi Mihailuk has the ball. Passes to Taylor Hendricks. Hendricks to John Tonje. You got Elijah Harkless there with a 2. Doesn't make it, but gets fouled. And it looks like hopefully Elijah Harkless could get these in. We got 1 minute 16 to go. Elijah Harkless about to shoot free throws. Makes the first one. Yes. Can he make the second? And then can the Jazz come out with the win? I am hoping for this because there's been a lot of close games so far. John Tonje, Elijah Harkless gets the second. What am I talking about? Trailblazers move the ball up. Caleb Love has the ball. Svi Mihailuk is on him. To Jeremy Grant. Taylor Hendricks is on him, though. Svi is on him. Just managed to stop it. There we go. Blocked by Mo Bamba. Elijah Harkless passes the ball forward to Svi Mihailuk with a quick 3. No, he doesn't get it. And the Jazz give away possession again with 48 seconds to go. Drew Holiday has the ball. Pass it to Shaedon Sharpe. Taylor Hendricks is on him, though. Shaedon Sharpe there with the miss. Elijah Harkless. No, another 3 by the Jazz. Svi Mihailuk trying to get for another 3, but he makes a 3 and the Jazz are up by 1. That's what we wanted. Yes. 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 It's timeout. We got 20 seconds to go. The Jazz players, the Jazz coaching staff, the Jazz fans, everybody is happy. Everybody just wants to get, if we could get 1 win, that is all I'm asking for. 1 win. You get 1 win, you end preseason off nicely, and then next Wednesday is the start of the season, and you just take every game as it comes. It's all I'm asking for right now. They're showing clips of this game. You got Taylor Hendricks is still in there. Like, we're really talking about, like, these are the reserve guys, and it's good that they're letting them rock with it. You know, I've seen teams like the Golden State Warriors do this exact same thing. You know, give these guys an opportunity to believe in themselves. Like, that's what this game is showing. Guys like Svi Mihailuk, who I've been very critical of him. Not that big of a fan of him. Mo Bamba, this is the first time we've really got to see him. John Tonje getting drafted this draft. And we got 20 seconds to go. Can the Utah Jazz get a win? Drew Holiday has the ball, and he's going for the inbound pass to Jeremy Grant. To Shaedon Sharpe, and they go, get it up! Blazers with the 3. Go John Tonje with the ball. John Tonje passes the ball to Taylor Hendricks. Hendricks with the ball to Mo Bamba. Okay. Foul. Kevin Love. Caleb Love managed to foul Mo Bamba at the end. And if Mo Bamba could just make at least one. Also, what I didn't notice is Kyle Filipowski looks like he isn't 100% because he has like a back brace on, and he looks like he just wears that just standing up. Mo Bamba makes one. He makes one. Okay, so Jazz are up by 2. So either they make a 2, the Blazers, or they go for the win for the 3. Mo Bamba with the final, and he makes a 3rd. Okay, so either way, if Blazers want to win this, they have to take this to extra time. This is what we want. We got 2 people watching right now. Thank you very much for watching. This game is very close to ending. Or we will see. You know what? I got to stop the scores. I can't do it. I can't do it. No more scores. You're gonna watch me, and we're gonna go through the last 5 seconds of this game. That they're showing what happened in that last drive by Jeremy Grant. Mo Bamba with a brilliant block. Mo Bamba stops the drive from Jeremy Grant. Mo Bamba is the reason why the Jazz now have an opportunity to win their first and last preseason game. Jazz fans are hyped. They got the cameras panned to all the kiddies, all the parents, all the fans, even the players are happy. This is what we wanted. This is what all Utah Jazz fans wanted right now. So to all 3 that are watching me live right now, all 2, be happy because it looks like we're about to win. Just do not let them shoot a 3. That is all I'm asking. Do not let them shoot a 3. Mo Bamba is on Drew Holiday right now for the inbound pass. Oh, and it's a block. It's a block by Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba again shaves more seconds off. Now it's at 4.1 seconds. Let's go, Mo. Mo Bamba again. 3, 2. Oh, yes. And there we go. There's the bloody win. Yeah, there is a bloody win. There we go. Yes. Yes. Jazz get the win. 132 to 129. Really comes down to that big block by Mo Bamba. And to go out at the end of the preseason to win their final game, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted to see. I'm listening to the commentary right now. They're interviewing Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler's thanking his teammates about how he's feeding off of the energy. He's talking about how his focus is changing on finishing. He's excited. He's excited to go up against the Clippers. I'm excited too because we now get to talk about what we expect from the Jazz. Or at least now we get to talk about what we thought about preseason. And I gotta say, preseason is like what it's supposed to be for preseason. It's supposed to be the prep for the season. We got a situation whereby we've had some injuries. We had injuries to Markkanen. We had injuries to Kyle Filipowski. We had injuries to Walker Kessler. We still have injuries to Isaiah Collier. But when you look at everybody else here that's part of the team, Cody Williams, we saw, started out rough, got better. Lauri Markkanen started out a bit rough, got better, even though he only played 21 minutes. And I expect those minutes will change, and he will most likely play somewhere closer to 28 to 30 minutes a game. Kyle Filipowski, I don't believe that he's at 100%. I saw the back brace that he was on. Even Walker Kessler, he probably isn't at 100% as of yet. But Kyle Filipowski playing 23 minutes tonight, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Walker Kessler there with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, finishing up with a double-double. We got to see a lot from these guys. We got to see who we could potentially use. The obvious ones are Markkanen and Kessler. Who's ready and who isn't? I don't believe Filipowski is quite ready. I don't believe that John Tonje is ready, and he's probably going to be in the G League. Keontae George is ready. I believe I see a new Keontae George, a type of Keontae George that is willing and tries to go out and play defense. And that type of Keontae George can be a really good player. A really good player. I think what he does is that he's going to give Will Hardy lots of options to be able to play in various different ways. Whether that being your kind of standard point guard type of player or somebody that can go out there and just let it rain and hit threes and hit middies and drive to the basket. That's what Keontae George is going to give you. Bryce Sensabaugh played 21 minutes tonight, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He's somebody that I'm looking at being as my starting shooting guard. I expect a lot from Bryce Sensabaugh. At the beginning of this game, Bryce Sensabaugh was 45% from 3 in preseason. And last season, only 2 players were above him when it came to 3-point percentage. And one of those was Kevin Durant. So I expect a lot there from Bryce Sensabaugh. We saw that Taylor Hendricks is a lot further than what a lot of people thought he would be in terms of his healing and getting back into match shape. So I think Taylor Hendricks is ready to be part of a rotation. Played 24 minutes tonight, 8.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Yusuf Nurkic there. I've talked tons about his impact on this game, about this team. The synergy that he has with Keontae George, the synergy that he has with Ace Bailey. He is going to be one of our creative pieces for this team, Yusuf Nurkic, at least for this season. Mo Bamba. Never really watched much of Mo Bamba, to be really honest. But he can shoot 3. He's a stretch big. What more do you want from that? 8 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. And yes, he's NBA experienced. That's what you want. And at that 5, you're going to need that. And maybe that's the reason why the Jazz brought in Mo Bamba, because they know the way how Walker Kessler is playing, he's playing in a completely different way than he was playing last season. Last season, he was a rim defender. He was in and around that rim defending. He was not getting out, trying to defend on the perimeter. He was not switching. That wasn't happening. Now he is acting like a legitimate defender, but he gets tired a lot quicker, which means that you need a lot more legs. And those legs are Nurkic, who also he's older and he doesn't have a lot of legs. So then you have Mo Bamba as well. So it'll be between Kessler, Mo Bamba, and Nurkic for those minutes, sharing out those minutes. And I don't think that that's that bad. What Mo Bamba played, 9 minutes? Kessler played 26. Now I could see that in a game. Let's say you drop Kessler's minutes to 25, Nurkic at 14, and Mo Bamba at 10. Now I could see that. Cody Williams is Cody ready to play? He's probably ready to be a rotation player, at least sometimes. Like keeping his mind focused on defense is probably going to be the key thing. But I expect Cody to make, well, I mean, he has to make an improvement. 4 points in 20 minutes is just unacceptable. Walter Clayton Jr., I am not sure that he's ready quite yet. I would actually give him some games in the G League. Yes, I would give him some games in the G League. I want him to ball out in the G League. If you've noticed, when players go down to the G League, a player is ready to be an NBA rotation player when they're playing in the G League and they're giving you 35 to 40 points. That's what I want to see from Walter Clayton Jr. He had moments in this game where he wasn't clinical at taking threes. He wasn't that clinical at the mid-range. But I think if we give him some time in the G League, not long, say a handful of games, especially if we have that some home game stretch, like we can do it. I might even do some coverage on some G League games and see how that goes. And then there's Ace Bailey, and there's no question about it. Ace Bailey is playing. Ace Bailey is playing. Period. He might not start, but he's playing for sure. And we got less than a week, about 5 days until the Jazz face the Clippers. And we got to deal with the claw and Kawhi Leonard. But I think the Jazz have enough pieces to be able to compete. We can't guarantee anything, but what we can do is we can guarantee that we can be able to compete. And that's all that I think any fan out there can really ask for. So I really think that the main things that the Jazz have figured out is who's ready and who isn't. The obvious things are like the vets are ready, the Kevin Loves of this world, the Nurkic's, like they're the ones where you just watch and see, like you don't have to be an expert to be able to see like, okay, like yeah, these guys know. So that is what preseason is about. I will be doing up another video talking about a few other things, but I need to kind of plan those out properly. But I want to talk about player ratings, and I'm going to make it quick because I've been doing a lot of other talking about the overall performance on some of these guys anyway. So let me share my screen. No. Okay. This is what we can do. Okay. So we got Jeremy Grant. He's by far one of their best players next to Drew Holiday. I mean, you could see that there. 32 points in 31 minutes. 7 out of 15 from the field, so just under 50%. 5 out of 11 from three. Again, like very good percentages. 13 out of 14 from free throws. Like I know he's a -7, but Like I thought he had a great game. Denny Avila. Like I can't remember too much about him, but at least earlier on he was pretty good. Donovan Klingen, I thought he was okay. Drew Holiday, very good. I mean, I'd give him and Jeremy Grant, they're both at least 8.5s. Shaden Sharp, I'm going to give at least an 8. 20 points in 35 minutes, like not bad. Probably needs to work on their efficiency. Chris Murray there, didn't see much of him. That at least was playing that well. Hanson Yang, he got fouled out of the game. I don't think it's a particularly strong performance from him, so I'm curious to see what happens to Hanson Yang going forward. But you look at the thumbnail, and the two guys that I thought was going to play, Cody Williams and Yang Hansen, like Cody wasn't even there, and Yang Hansen didn't even play that well. So it kind of sucks. Caden Love, I thought he was okay. I'd have given him a solid probably 7. Blake Wesley, I thought was okay. But looking at the numbers as well, he probably would only get about a 6.5 or 6 to me. Same thing there goes City Suzuka and Rayan Rupert. Or Rayan, I guess Rayan Rupert, because I know he's French. Then you have the Jazz in their ratings. Like Lowry, like I'm giving Lowry a solid 8. Like I thought it was a good game from Lowry Markkinen. But again, didn't play that long. Kyle Filipowski, I'm going to give Kyle a 7. I think it was another good game back, a little bit of an improvement, but you could tell he's not at 100%. But still, like, I think solid game. Walker Kessler there, I'm going to give Walker Kessler there an 8.5. I thought it was a pretty impressive game. Svi Mihailik, I'm going to give Svi an 8. I guess Svi an 8. Yeah, no, you know what? I'll give Svi a 7.5. Like, yes, he's got 15 points in 26 minutes, but there were just so many times watching him that you know what? I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. I'm giving an 8. I'm letting my own personal feelings affect instead of looking at just the numbers. Yeah, I'll give him an 8. Keontae George, I'm going to give an 8.5. I thought this was one of his better games. Defensively, I thought he was pretty solid. You could see that there from the 2 steals and the block. Personal fouls was also low. Turnovers was also low from him there as well. Like, I really like Keontae George's performance in this game. John Tonje there only played 10 minutes. Kind of difficult to talk about John Tonje there, but yeah, I'll give a 5. I thought he was averaged. Taylor Hendricks there, 8 points in 24 minutes. I thought he was okay. I'll probably just give him a 6. Bryce as well, I'll probably just give a 7. Nurkic, I'm going to give I'll give him a 7. Mo Bamba there with the critical block. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Elijah Harkless there, I'm going to give a 7. And then Walter Clayton Jr., I'll also give a 7 there as well. So for me, the top 2 players for this team, for the Jazz at least, Keontae George and Walker Kessler, for me, were the better players in today's games and the ones to really look out for. For me, they're going to be part of the starting lineup. I just think that they're just a little bit further ahead. Yeah, it would have been good to see Cody Williams and obviously Isaiah Collier. I think he's the one where, you know, everybody had him in lining as being the starter, but Keontae George is going to take that mantle. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who managed to watch the stream, to the one person that's in the stream that's watching it right now. Thank you very much. If you're watching this later on, thank you for watching it again. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. And leave comments below. I do appreciate some feedback. They do help me kind of grow the channel. And yeah, I will see you all next time. And apologies for the voice. I definitely I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I'm just talking too much.